Okay, part 7 of the garden room build. In this video, we're going to be doing our first fix lighting cable, and then we're going to be insulating the room with this lovely Actis Hybris Insulation. We're going to start with our first fix cabling, so we're going to drill the holes for the cable. We're not going to lay it yet until the insulation's up, because we use the cable to sort of hold the insulation up, and it'll be all in the way when we're doing insulation. So let's cut our holes. We already know where the center of the room is, and we're going to be doing 2 rows of probably 4 lights in this. So we're going to split that into 2, which is 75. So we'll put a mark here, and we'll go down and mark all the joists at 75, just so we know where the cable's going to be running. That's where our lights are going to be. We'll mark all of those, and then all we'll do is just go around. We've got a little 60mm bit. We're only using 1mm twin and earth on this cable. And we'll just go along in line with that, quite high so your plasterboard screws aren't going to touch it. Simple as that. Whiz holes in all the way around, and that will just be the holes for the first fix cable. And then when we come out here, we'll be doing exactly the same on our soffits. So our cable is going to be running through all the soffits. So again, it's just going to be holes all the way through the center of the joist like that, the whole way along. And that will be our first fix cabling. And we'll show you how we route it all in a bit. But first, let's move on to the insulation. Now, once we've drilled these, we're going to go away and drill all these holes, and then we're going to start on the insulation. Now on to the wall insulation. On our projects for the walls and the ceiling, we use this Actis Hybris. We have done a video of this before, but we'll include it in this full build anyway. It's just like a honeycomb stuff. You stretch it all out. I'll show you that in a second. But we just cut it to size. So usually we go like 5mm bigger, so that's 350 there. Just go a few mil bigger, just so it fits in snug. So just do a little mark like that. And you've sort of got to be a bit of a pro at this. You just got to cut straight, whip straight through like that. These blades are awesome. This is an insulation cutting blade. It's like a little bread knife. Goes in the jigsaw. Absolute belter. Bosch blade. We get that off Amazon actually. That's where you can find them. I haven't really found them anywhere else. That's how easy it is to cut. And this is the product here. So what you do is you hold the tab on the end, pull it out, and it goes like that. And then you've got this end, pull it all tight. And there's your insulation. So this is 90mm for the walls. And you just sort of tuck that in there like this. If you come closer so we can see how lovely this stuff fits in. It's like a little blanket. Pull it up tight, and that's it. Actis recommends like a 10-15mm gap between the plasterboard. That helps with how the insulation works. So that's why we use 90mm. So we'll go around the whole room doing that, and then we'll do all the ceiling. Same principle for the ceiling. Some of them can get a little bit loose where we actually like tuck them up with the cable that holds them up there a bit, but we do the ceiling extra tight just so none's going to drop away, because we butt that right up to the OSB. So yeah, we'll get on that, and then we'll catch up with you guys in a bit. Right, that is the room all insulated. As you can see, walls are done, ceiling is done. It doesn't take long with this stuff. It's real quick, easy, clean, no dust. We love it. It works like this. Now we have installed our first fix lighting cable around the room. So what we've done, we always start as far away as possible. Spacing them out is a bit of a nightmare sometimes with the joists, but normally you just divide them up. So choose your end points. So like 650 in, and then 650 in that end. And then you're gonna, if you're doing 4 lights, you're gonna divide that gap in between them by 3, and that will allow you to put 1-2 more lights in there. So quite simple maths to work it out, but sometimes one lands in a joist. You have to move it over a little bit. Visually, you're not gonna see like 30-40mm in lights. So if you've got a row here and then this row isn't bang on with that row, you can move it over just a little bit and you don't notice it. So it's very hard to space it all out exactly right when you've got studs every 400. So that's just a little tip for the light spacing there. As for cabling, you always start at the end of the row. So our switch is going here on this wall, and the cable's coming up. So we start right where it's going to finish, which was here. So we've started here, we've run the cable all the way down, and as we've done that, we've pulled down little bits where our lights are going to be and pushed them up. And then when you get to this part here, we will then tack the cable to this joist. As you can see, nice and high so no plasterboard screws can get it. Run it all the way along here, and then back down your room all the way to the last light, which is there. And then what we've done, if you come out here, Toby, we'll show everybody. We've run the cable along that joist, along this top one, out of the room. Then it comes out up here. We'll have batten and stuff here, so give it a good like 150mm, because it won't catch any of your battens for the door reveals. Run the cable down. This is your internal spots. Then we've got our soffit cables, same principle, run it from the back this way, pull these little bits down, run it to the end here in the loop, then pull it back up, and then wrap down the room here. So that'll be our soffit spots here. And then we've got spurs, so there's another cable here which will connect to this cable when we do all the lights. Run it back down and here, and this is for the up and down lighters. This is going to power those, so they'll come on with the spots. We do the same this end. So we've got our up and down feed there, and they'll all come on together. Once we've done all the plasterboard and stuff, we'll cut a hole here and feed the cables through the wall, put them in the box and everything like that. As we have wireless controllers as well, that will all go in this wall piece here. So that's it for the first fix cabling and insulation. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you've got any questions, please drop them in the box below and I'm happy to answer. And if you could hit the subscribe button to see part 8 of the full garden room build, that'd be fantastic. We'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.